Class, I'm Dr. Itoop, and this is the first video in our course on managerial economics for decision making. The emphasis of this course is on all three letters in the title: manager, economics, rational decision making. In this video, I would like us to think about the word rational in relation to decision making. In my on-site class, when I asked my students to explain the term rational decision making, my students associated rational decision making to beneficial outcomes, to ethical results, to the planning process, and optimal outcomes. Interesting. The class associated rational decision making to achieving desired outcomes. Almost to say that if you did not apply rational decision making, you will not achieve desired outcomes. If any of us believe in lady luck, we do know that desired outcomes are possible and probable, irrespective of the decision path. So why are we learning about rational decision making in business? Perhaps it is because luck and good fortune, however blessed they are, should have no part in managerial decision making. Let's start with profiling a typical manager. The manager has limited resources available: money, time, people resources, and capital resources. The manager must decide the efficient and effective use of these scarce resources for delivering maximum value to the shareholders of the business. Scarcity of the resources imply that the manager faces daily decision on how to allocate these limited resources, for what purpose, how much, and when to hold off. The term rationality is used to describe the decision process, the manner in which the management team arrives at the decision. It is the process of decision making that is rational. The results of the decision occur in the future, and as we all know, we do not have total and complete control of the future. We can influence the future outcomes by our decisions today. However, there are no guarantees. So how does a management team go about applying a rational decision process? There are steps to this first process. The first step is gaining clarity on the core business problem. As an example, if the business is experiencing a rash of customer complaints, the problem may have something to do with customer service process, or the product itself, or the service. The core business problem is not that the customers are complaining, but there's something deeper here. Your product or service may not be satisfactory to the customer. The second step is to think very openly and deliberately about alternative remedies. We term this developing alternate solution paths. We must be careful not to bias this phase of the decision by preconceived notions or personality factors. Getting opposing viewpoints and laying out the options are critical. Step 3 is evaluating the options using data and evidence. Apply well-developed analytical processes to all relevant alternatives so that you can select the solution path that works best for the business problem. Remember, a solution path may not rise to the top as a single best one. Usually, even at this stage, you may experience trade-offs between costs, benefits, and the risk being the chance something may go badly wrong in the future. In step 4, the decision by the management team is implemented and subsequently carefully monitored and evaluated. Did the selected solution path deliver the outcomes the team thought it would? If yes, then good. If not, why? Should the team modify this decision going forward? The key elements that are striking about the rational decision process are the management use for thoughtful, open, and evidence-based approach to making the decision. This process recognizes that future outcomes are not guaranteed. the future is not always predictable. However, a rational approach to decision making helps you anticipate the future and leaves room for modifications and improvement. Thank you.